What's up, everybody? Welcome. It's Brian Jester, co-founder here at Occupy Fantasy, and we're back with some PGA DFS picks and lineup advice for FanDuel and DraftKings. It's been a while, but because it's a major, we're going to sit down, talk for about 10 minutes about some top plays, look at the betting market moves, and give you some general lineup strategies, whether you're playing tournaments or cash games for both FanDuel and DraftKings. Before we get started, though, go ahead and click that subscribe button below. That way you get access to all of our videos as soon as they're released. Give us a thumbs up if you appreciate this video. The more thumbs ups we get, the more that we understand that a video is appreciated, and we'll do more types of those videos in the future. So it helps us out. If you have any questions about this slate, go ahead and hop in the comments below, and we'll get back to you before the slate starts. I think it's 6 a.m. on Thursday. So, yeah, we have went away from the PGA videos a little bit. The NFL is the focus now for us, but for these major events, of course, we're going to come back and talk about some top PGA plays with the big prize pools, especially on DraftKings. So, excuse me, what you see on screen here is our daily plug, occupyfantasy.com, written by Niramata, top PGA DFS player here on staff for us. He gives his top plays every single week, talks about the course and what's important, and then gives some general lineup tips on how to build for various contest types for both sites. Let's talk about the course really quickly. So if we scroll down here to the course information, we're at the Winged Foot Golf Club up in New York. And long story short, this course is going to play very tough. Now it's a major, of course, but this especially. So the greens are going to be exceptionally fast so all types of putters may have issues here. There's an added emphasis on getting the ball in the fairway. And Niramata, our expert, he says give him the best total drivers of the ball and those with accurate short games. So basically, what he's going to do in his player pool selection for all contest types, he's looking at the extremes. It's called a barbell approach. It's similar. It's a concept in investing. It's a concept in DFS lineup building, and for Niramata, it's a concept in player pool selection. So at one end, he's looking for the extremes, guys who are really good distance and driving. And at the other end, he's looking for golfers who have a great, accurate, and short game. Obviously, if there are anybody that fits both of those, they're an elite golfer. But for those who have some warts, those are the strengths that he's looking for in this field. So again, you're looking for short game. You're looking for approach shots, fairways gained, ball striking as always, and tons of par fours on this course. So those are the key stats for this week. Now, speaking of the toughness of this course, Pinnacle Sports, one of the sharpest offshore sports books, they've spoken. The bets have spoken. If you look at this is the Wednesday update in the blue at the top of the daily plug. This is above the paywall. So even if you're not a member, you can go in and check out the Wednesday update. It's very important. And the number 2 point here is that the finishing score of 278 and a half, basically par for this course, is now minus 240 on the over. So there's a very good chance that we get the winner of this tournament over par. Then you look at the sweat, the cut line. For some of these events, we're looking at cuts at -3, -4. Some are -1, -2. Look at this here. The cut, according to the betting market, is expected to be +6 to +8. So don't get too upset when you're watching the leaderboard and you see your guy go 3 over on the first day. He's still on pace to make the cut. It's going to be a very, very, very tough course. Birdies few and far between. So let's keep this in mind with the type of golfers that we're selecting. If we look at the Wednesday betting market update, these are golfers that since the lines opened for odds to win the tournament for the U.S. Open, these golfers have seen a decrease in their odds, which is a good thing. It means they're more likely to win, at least by the sharp bettors' movements and their decisions to place bets. So we see guys like Patrick Reed, Sebastian Munoz, Xander, Tyrrell Hatton, all above that 15% mark. These four have taken tons of action, and as a result, you should probably give a boost in your rankings or in our model to these four golfers. The rest of these guys, even some of these are lower. We see Bez, Harmon, Connors, some decent cheap plays, and some of these guys aren't even that highly owned. If you go look at projected ownership in our model, which we have for FanDuel and DraftKings, the majority of these guys are 10% or higher owned, as they should be. And as more and more people look to build their lineups today, Wednesday, ownership might creep more and more towards these players. But there are some golfers sub 10%. And as always, we're looking for a couple below 10% golfers in our tournament lineups. And this is an easy way to find those golfers because they're less than 10% owned for a reason. But if you're looking for a reason to select them, there's no better indicator than what sharp bettors are doing in the betting markets. So it's interesting to see some of these guys here. Now, if we look, let's go to the Occupy model really quickly. And if you look at, let's get some of these out of here. All right. So if you look at golfers, now our Occupy model uses Sugar House Sports in New Jersey for line moves, and they have everyone priced, and we'll see some moves on some of the cheaper guys here, as opposed to Pinnacle, where we won't see some of the moves on some of the less expensive DFS golfers. But we see Peters and Keimer are two very interesting golfers. Keimer in particular is probably one of my favorite plays of the whole week, especially had his projected 2 to 3% ownership. He opened at plus 1250, plus 12,500 to win the event. Since then, his odds have dropped an incredible 4,500 cents. He's now 80 to 1 to win the tournament, down from 125 to 1, which is a massive move. And it's pretty surprising that people haven't caught on to Keimer's ability here at just 3% and at 8,800 on FanDuel, 7,100 on DraftKings. Last two events, he's finished second and third. I guess if you look at long-term form from 2017 to 2019, he didn't play that great. But since last fall, he's been playing really well. And he's a two-time major winner. And he's really turned his game around. So the fact that we see some confidence in him in the betting markets as well, it leads me to believe that he should be a nice low-owned piece of our high-risk lineups. I really like him a lot. I'm going to use him heavily, I think, in my personal tournament lineups. So, again, looking at the betting market moves in the daily plug, looking at some of the line moves in the model, and then comparing to where they rank by OF index, by some of the rankings of the statistics that Niramata pointed out in the plug, you can get some really good plays. The other guy that stands out here to me, I guess two guys really, Adam Scott and Jason Day, because their odds aren't that heavy already. Adam Scott was 50 to 1. He's now down to 33 to 1. And he ranks pretty highly in our model as well. You see that massive 93 OF index. That's pretty damn good. And then Jason Day doesn't rank as highly in the model. The model generally hates him almost always. But he's down from 40 to 1 to 35 to 1. And I guess Webb Simpson can be included here too, down from 25 to 1 to 22 to 1. So lots of options here. The reason I pointed out Day in particular, 7% ownership. Adam Scott, high OF index ranking. That's our proprietary metric. And then the big betting market moves. And a little hint, if you're not a member, Niramata wrote him up in the plug as one of his top plays. So trifecta here for Adam Scott. Only 13% projected ownership. So, all right. That'll do it for this video. Again, be sure to check out the daily plug, occupyfantasy.com, to get Niramata's top plays and his lineup strategies for this major. Check out our Occupy model, also at occupyfantasy.com for members only. Ranks every golfer on the slate. FanDuel, DraftKings has projected ownership, updated a few hours per day, and will be updated one final time tonight before the slate locks at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Before we get out of here, go ahead and click that subscribe button below. Give us a thumbs up to let us know that you like this type of video and that you'd like to see more in the future. And any questions you have, again, hop in the comment section below. There is no Twitch stream tonight. Normally, we've been doing PGA Twitch streams on Wednesday. Again, the focus has turned to NFL, so no Twitch stream tonight. Any additional questions will have to be answered either in our Discord channel, links in the description below on how to join that, or you can just hop in the comments here on YouTube. All right, thanks for listening. Good luck this week, and we'll talk to you soon.